News highlights from Punch. Anambra destroys OB's billboards, LP protests. From Sun, LP knocks Anambra government for pulling down OB's billboards. From Vanguard, Labour Party accuses Soludo of removing Peter Obi's campaign billboards. Here is the news and details.
Labour Party accuses Governor Soludo of ordering removal of Peter Obi's billboards in Anambra. Published by SaharaReporters. Eme, however, called on men and women of good conscience to caution the governor before the antagonistic disposition becomes a culture. The Labour Party has raised the alarm over the mass dismantling of billboards of its presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, in Anambra State. The state chairman of the party, Chief Ugochukwu Eme, raised the alarm during a press conference in Awka on Sunday, describing the action as punitive, condemnable, and unacceptable. Eme said the act was alien to the state's polity and wondered why such punitive action should be carried out against Obi, a former governor of the state. He said the good people of Anambra State had greeted the emergence of Prof. Chukwuma Soludo with great expectations. The citizens enthusiastically anticipated that the light that would transform and illuminate the state has come at last. But unfortunately, it's now obvious that it was a sad and misplaced expectation, he said. The LP chairman, therefore, reminded Soludo that there is nothing wrong with nursing an ambition, but it must be guided by decorum, diligence, and sanity of life and let life. No such ambitious person should cut his nose to spite his face, he added. And with this shameful act of ordering the pulling down of our LP presidential campaign billboards across the state and replacing them with APGA messages, the governor has shot himself in the foot. The smear even extended and soiled all APGA candidates. His action depicts arrogance of power and shows his disdain for the feelings and aspirations of any other person, even his party members, he said. Eme appealed to the residents of the state and members of LP and obedient movements in the state to remain very peaceful, focused and law-abiding. He said it is clear that Soludo lacks the ingredients of democracy and plurality of opinions, hence his series of unguarded and unwarranted attacks on OB, LP and the obedient movement. He reiterated that with the gale of endorsements for Obi and his running mate, Dr. Ahmed Dati, no removal of posters on billboards will slow down the obedient political movement that has been sweeping across the nation's political landscape like a tornado. Eme, however, called on men and women of good conscience to caution the governor before the antagonistic disposition becomes a culture. The managing director of Anambra State Signage Agency, the body in charge of outdoor adverts, signage issues, Mr. Tony Ujubonu, however, told journalists in Awka that those billboards were pulled down because the party was unable to meet the conditions of the state government, adding that the payments the party made had been returned.